What up, guys? Anthony Rodriguez here. Welcome to episode 9 of Let's Talk Ant. It's been a crazy couple of weeks to months. Really grateful for the work that has come in. So it's really kept me super busy to the point where some of my Anthony Rodriguez projects have to be on hold to the new year for 2021 to continue production. So right now I'm actually trying to finish the production of the Plagues Latin Symphony, my second part of my Exodus project, which will be shipped out to London hopefully by the second week or the third week of January for mixing, and to LA for mastering. But I wanted to take you guys on the behind the scenes of my first part of the Exodus project, which is Deliver Us. Deliver Us was instrumental. I'm going to tell you guys a story as I show you my Pro Tools files and some of the things that I've used. A lot of these things are bounced to audio, converted, printed to audio, so I won't have a lot of plugins to show you guys. So whatever I have in the software, I'm going to show you. I'm going to tell you a little behind the scenes backstory of this project, okay? So let's get to it. Let's not waste any time. Peace. All right, guys. So we have the Pro Tools file here, which was created, back in 2020. A lot of these things, a lot of the whatever I have MIDI here, might not work here just because now I'm running, for example, East-West in another computer, so I won't have it anymore on my main computer. Thankfully, a lot of these files have been printed to audio, and we have maybe one or two MIDI stuff here, just because I had to come back into this file to do a special performance and create some stems for a drummer to play on Deliver Us. So, okay, so initially this was created with the purpose of imitating the original score from Hans Zimmer. The song is like from 6 to 7 minutes long. So I didn't get a hold of one part of that song. The score chart that I had only had a few sections, and so I had to just deal with whatever was available. So I was able to do majority of the arrangement. So and I uploaded to YouTube, and I was, I was okay with it. Wasn't too thrilled. But one day I was on YouTube and I found Deliver Us rock version, and I was amazed. I was like, this is dope. And, typically Latin artists, Latin producers, they were typically known for taking ballad music, rock music, or whatever music that's not Latin, and we tend to just convert those songs into Latin. A lot of Latin artists are known for that. And I was like, you know what? Let me put a Latin clave on this real quick. Let me put the tempo up a little bit to see how it sounds in Latin. It went all the way down to adding a Latin bass on some parts and communicating with a percussion friend of mine from Colombia, Caliche, to check on his opinion on adding percussion to this song. And he was like, well, anything is possible. Let's do it. So we tried it, and then it led to it being a release. So, and over here, that's what we have here. So I'm going to play you, I'm going to show you exactly what I have going on here. So everything is color coded. We have, the bass section here. Let me see where that's at. I have that panned all the way to the right. And that should actually be over here. Is that this color, yes. Sorry about that. And so we have the strings. We have the low strings, I guess the high strings. We have a choir. We have horns, trumpets, brass. We have woodwinds. We have a harp and piano, which is MIDI. And then we have the percussion, the whole percussion section here. That takes up the purple section. And so let me see. Now the strings that I used on this project it came from East West, the Composer Cloud, and I used their strings to put this together. And the same thing for anything that's actually orchestral came from East West. Everything here, except for the piano and bass. The bass is strictly from UJam. What I like about this is that you have the pickup, you have the character, the amp, the drive, and below you have some other options. The finisher knob right here that you see right under the word Royal, it gives it some extra taste. I have it off because I just wanted a regular sound bass. And then you have the EQ side where you have vintage, you have modern, and a compressor there. So this is from Royal. It's great because you could actually, again, you know, the character. See that? I have it on hard. The drive. The pickup. More of the neck. I have it in the middle. It's great. So the good thing I like about UJam is that you can go from over here. You see player and instrument. So player gives you some loops. It gives you some bass phrasings. If you wanted to, you know, do that, you could also use it as an instrument. So majority of the time, I do my own bass phrasing and I do my own bass grooves. But if I wanted to ever go with, you know, some lines and phrases that's part of the interface, I can just switch to player and take advantage of all of these things here, which would be a separate video. So if you're interested in learning more about UJam Royal Virtual Bass, let me know. We can do a separate video. So that's the part of the bass. So you also see that I have tremolos, staccatos, and longs. So, you know, I mean, composers know this already. So we have 3 different articulations going on here. The one cello playing long, cello playing staccatos, and tremolos here. Same thing with the strings. We have longs, we have shorts, we have tremolos, longs, tremolos, you know, for the violas, violins, and cello. And the basses here. Like in this song, I think I only have a bass section playing shorts because it's such a downbeat song. And then in the choir side, let me take you to the choir side. So the cool thing about this East-West choir is that I was able to play shorts on it as well. Typically, we would have a separate track for different expressions and performance. And then we have like the women choir part here, which I have no idea where it's at. We can just look for that. I think it's over here. Oh, okay, yeah. So if you see over here, it's a east-west. It's actually a plugin. I never bounced it to audio, and like I mentioned, in the beginning, it's on another computer now. So I would have to actually, if I wanted to bring this back in MIDI, I would have to go to my other computer, open up Vienna Ensemble Pro, and do it that way. So right now, these two, you're not going to be able to hear it because it's as plugins. Actually, this is also as plug. No, this is audio. The choir one is audio. Yeah, I printed that as audio, so you can see there. Yeah, you can see the audio the wave right there. These two over here are actually MIDI. You see that? MIDI notes. So, and I could actually just put a different choir plugin there if I wanted to. I have great ones that will fit great for this, but you know, this is not that type of video. So we'll move on to the French horns. The French horns, you know, are basically playing like the same thing as the original score. Actually, we could just put it back and just play everything. So yeah, so that's brass and horns together. I believe that this is also from East West because this was done when I kind of like started collecting sounds, and East West was like the main one that I started with. So that's that. The clarinets and the woodwinds play a small part. Like this was the same file that I had when I actually did it originally as a regular score. Trying to do it the same way as the movie from Prince of Egypt. And when I decided to make this line and experiment, I had cut out a lot of the parts. So the woodwinds ended up just playing towards the end. As you can see here, there's really nothing in the beginning because the woodwinds in the movie, they actually played a lot, but in my rescore, they played in the parts where the time signature changed from 4/4 to 3/4, and then it just ended up just being towards the end when I modified the file. So I have the clarinets on the left, like a little bit to the left, the flute to the left a little bit, the oboe to the right, and the bassoons to the right a little bit. There's also a harp. So that's the woodwinds. And then we're gonna go into the harp. The harp plays a lot here. I think I have it. Nope. The harp is also from East West, and there's actually no plugin open here, so that's super weird to me. It should be in audio. Let me make sure. Oh yeah, it is. It should be right here. Yeah, the harp. So if you want to hear it in context. So that's the harp. It was also performed by on East West. Now this is my piano. I don't remember if this is the original piano. I think it was the original piano. So you know, for Latin, you kind of need to add a Latin piano. So I use the addictive keys, which is a plugin that I actually use with a friend of mine, Josh, that he's constantly making Latin music, and we always use addictive keys and use the intense keys because it gives it a brightness. Of course, the player is what makes it sound good, but it's a bright piano compared to all of these. Like the Studio Grand is kind of like a regular Grand, but the intense keys is what gives it the brightness. I think you have here this part. Yeah, so you have that Latin feel there. There's really no space to play Latin because it has so much going on with downbeats and everything. So that's the piano. And then we have the percussion section right here. So this is where the elements of Latin music makes it sound Latin. So we're going to start with a cowbell. And then the bass drum, which is not there because the bass drum is actually from from East West. And again, you know, we already know that story. So actually, we actually put it from the beginning so you can actually hear more of the percussion. We can put it right here. The timpani is also from East West, so the plugin is not working here. So we'll move forward. Also, the cymbal here is from East West. So a few things might be missing, but the percussion is not, because percussion is strictly live. And, you know. There is a timpani here. I think the timpani was printed to audio. Yeah, right there. So that's basically the whole gist of the whole arrangement of Deliver Us Latin Symphony. This is the first part of my Exodus project. And so the next thing I want to talk about is the console that I used on every track. You see SSL channel. Okay, so a lot of these things were EQ'd a bit. There might be some compression, but everything just came strictly from the solid state Logic console, the SSL. As you can see, it's on basically on everything, and in some of these channels it was just activated but not even tweaked. So the good thing about the percussion is that it was performed great and recorded good. So some of the things I just wanted to keep it flat and natural. I didn't want to mess around with it. So you look at the SSL channel on all of these, you see, you can see some filters and a little bit of compression there, a little bit of tweaking there to my to the best of my ability to make things sound better. And even I didn't put it. I think I must have had it here on the master strip, but that's just a meter. And I think this is a stock plugin from Pro Tools. And so this is when I was experimenting. Oh, this is what I used to mix it. So yeah, perfectly. This is good to share. What I've been using to mix the last few months has been the VSX from Slate, the Slate VSX plugin, which also comes with the headphone. Now this is from Waves. This is what I use to mix, and this allows you to be in the room. This allows you to like. So I really had fun mixing with this, and I used one of my other studio headphones, which is not in the list here. But it still worked, and so I was able to really hear things and really have fun mixing it, and then sending it to Air Studios from some final evaluation and then to mastering. So that was a great experience for me. And then over here I was just experimenting maybe with an Air EQ. I think this is, I don't know where this is from. Yeah, I think this is from, I don't know if this is a stock plugin. I can't tell, but yeah. So basically that's how it all happened. And the volume right now is at 0, but for the mastering, I think I had it a little bit lower just to have some headroom there. Anything else that's that might be worthwhile talking? Basically, that's it. So you see that everything is orchestrated as if it's a regular orchestration. And this huge purple section right here is what really added the elements of Latin music, along with the Latin piano and the Latin bass. And, the Latin bass didn't play on every part because the basses, the string basses, was playing. So you'll notice that over here, I'm playing this part, and then I'm not playing over here, and then I'm playing over here, but I'm not playing here, and then I'm not playing here. So because the basses were playing, so I didn't want to combine too much bass frequencies. So that is the behind the scenes of Deliver Us. You can listen to the soundtrack on Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, YouTube, and check it out. Soon we're going to be releasing The Plagues, which is the second part of the Exodus project. Hey guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed the behind the scenes of Deliver Us. It's available everywhere to listen. I know that some people have not even heard it yet. It's such a huge world, and so many people have not even heard of this yet. So if you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to check it out on your preferred music platform. Deliver Us Latin Symphony by Anthony Rodriguez. It's from the original score is from Prince of Egypt movie, which was composed by Hans Zimmer. And quite frankly, I didn't know it was Hans Zimmer until like I saw the score. Hans Zimmer. Oh my God, we have such same taste. So it's available. Check it out. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Any questions about anything in this Pro Tools file, let me know. We'll make a featured episode on that particular subject. Peace and Happy New Year.